Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Um, just jumping in here, as I always seem to say recently. Um, Hopefully in the uh, title of this video, I'll be writing up that this is my first alt that I'm creating with the character. Um, if you watched my last video, um, she's asleep the whole time, and then as soon as I start talking, she wants to get on the TV, and here she comes. Yep. Not even wasting any time today. Just checking out everything that's going on. Okay, you good? You gonna get done with this? Give me about 30 minutes to do a video? Okay, good girl. Okay, title of the video is going to be my first alt. Um, as I talked about in the last video yesterday, I was running into a little bit of a rut as far as my gameplay, not so much my gameplay itself, but um, content for videos and things like that, because I'm at a point where I'm needing to produce some things and do some things, but it's not really that big a deal. Um, and I've been pretty busy with my real world stuff, so it's kind of nice. It's one beauty of Eve is that when you're super busy with real world stuff, you can just kind of come in and zone out and do a little bit of mining or some things like that. Um, uh, One thing I did do is I watched that video that I talked about yesterday about when you get burnout in Eve, what you should do. He had some really good points. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of those points really didn't have a lot to do with me because he had like 5 ideas that you can do to try to change things up. And one of them was living out in Nullsec with a large group, which right now I'm not ready to go do, maybe down the road. Another one was to do some market trading and stuff like that, which is my main purpose of my main character. But I'm going to have to really wait until I go Omega with that. Another one was to do faction warfare, which isn't really in the cards for me right now. I'm not really looking for PvP. Um, so, but one thing he did bring up there was doing a little bit of exploration, which was something that I was thinking about doing, but I didn't want to go down that road because I've done it a lot in the past, but it did give me a thought. I do need to create an alt. One of my ultimate goals with this character, while I want to do market or this account, is to do the market trading, do production, but I also want to spend some time possibly living out in wormhole space and set up a character that can do that. So today, and that kind of got me down that path. And I was like, well, this would also be a nice little bonus of rather than having my main character be my exploration guy, um, create an alt that can give me that character that I can just go do exploration, but also do some searching around wormholes, learning more about that, maybe doing some videos about that. So, boom, created a character, um, and couldn't really think of a name too much. And so I did a random uh, picture making of the guy. And then I put my middle name in there for his main name, Clarence. And then I've been rewatching a little bit of The Expanse lately. If you've never watched the show, if you are ever away from Eve, go watch The Expanse. You'll want to come back and play Eve right away because great show. The character that they kind of made up here, just with the randomizer, kind of reminded me of the main character in The Expanse. His name was Holden, so I named him last name Holden. Doesn't really matter. That's where I come up with my names. But that said, the more and more I thought about it this morning, the more I thought this would be a great idea because this is my character that I can boot up. Um, a couple of things that are real quick is when you're doing a exploration alt, especially with a alpha account, um, getting your exploration a character up and running is not hard at all. It might be the easiest thing you can possibly do. I'm not going to go through all that today. I'm just going to explain what I'm doing really quickly and what my future thoughts are and how you can get this up and running. The other really nice bonus with this is down the road when I do go Omega, I do want to set up some planetary interaction, um, and having an alt that has exploration abilities and being able to get in and out of areas quickly, you can be really helpful in getting back and forth from different places and setting things up. I almost think that almost every one of your characters should have some sort of exploration abilities to get in and out of wormholes, but so this will be a great start for me today. Another oh, let's drop this in here real quick. Um, as always, if you're the first time you're ever watching the videos, if you want to check them out, this isn't I always say this almost every video. This isn't a video about teaching you how to do things. If you pick up some things along the lines, it's almost like a conversation that people might be having while they're listening to their comms. Um, uh, so if you want to watch this from the very beginning, there should be a playlist in the the comment section of the video. You can start from the very beginning of my return to Eve after about a 6 to 7 month um, step away. I've been having a lot of fun. So let's get back to what we're talking about here. um, so in general, the other thing I wanted to do was show how easy it is to create a character, but maybe also show a little bit of the annoyances that might jump in, which I've just run into one of them right now, and it's why I actually booted up the video. Now, I might be wrong with this, um, but I know that I want to go and do the exploration career missions, but I also need to get my skills up and running. Now, a really nice thing that Eve did about, or CCP did a while back. I want to say about a year or two ago. I remember I was playing when this happened. They changed the feature. It used to be that you had to quit the game and then relog in to pull up another character that's on the same account. They changed it to that you can log off and pull up the other account, which, while not that huge of a deal, is a nice little savings of time. And um, what I needed to do, since this is still an alpha account, I needed to pause my skill queue from my main account and then start up my skill queue for this character, um, which is cool. Boom. Um, now, if you notice here up the top left, I haven't started my skill queue. I'm about to, but I wanted to show you the little bit of annoyance that I ran into here. Um, one thing I did do is I skipped the beginning story this time. I didn't go through that part of it. I literally just created this character maybe 10 minutes ago, right before I started the video. And, um, and I ran into my first little problem because what I wanted to do was start up my skill queue. And I've been trying to play more within the game itself and stay away from things that I used to do a long time ago because as older players, we get so used to setting up our skills and stuff like that. And I wanted to do a certified plan. I knew there was an exploration certified plan. So I came in, and unfortunately, to do a certified plan, normally you would do this, you have to get to the exploration one, which is down here, you have to do the air certified plan first, which is a little bit frustrating. Now, you would have started this, if I remember correctly, in the middle of the tutorial, but since I skipped the tutorial, now I've got to go in and actually set up and buy skill books for, um, I think it's repair. Let's see here. We'll look at the plan itself, show contents. Yeah, I've got to do repair systems, which is kind of almost a useless. Well, it's not useless. It's helpful in the game, but um, just kind of dumb um, to start off with. You would think they would go with whatever type of guns you shoot with, or maybe even navigation or something like that. Not so much the repair side of it. But I've got to do that if I want to start doing the air um, plans that are out there. Now, is this really important? No, but as far as a new player experience, this would be a little bit frustrating um, if you accidentally clicked on the skip the uh, tutorial. And if I wanted to buy the skill book, if I'm not mistaken, I think, yeah. So I start off with only 5,000 ISK, but it, my skill book costs 58,000 ISK. So I can't even jump in and do this right away. So I actually have to manually go in here now, which is not terrible, but it's a little bit of a functional blah, blah, blah. And actually do the skill catalog because I need to get my skills up and running. You always want to get that started. And the nice part about being an alpha explorer is your skills don't take very long at all to to do because they've only got a few that you really need. Now there's some other bonus ones that you want to throw in there, but so let's get in here. We're going to do scanning, good, and now I want to be able to scan down things as quickly as possible, so we'll get those done. And then might as well throw in the archaeology and the hackings. And right there, I have all my alpha exploration skills done and set. It is running right now, right? Yeah, okay. And it will just take me just under 3 days to finish this. So while I'm at work over the next couple days, this will be churning along. Let's just be a little bit careful here. Let's go into navigation. I'm going to throw in a long-term um, skill that, let's go into engineering. Always do engineering first. We're going to do CPU management here and power grid management, just so I've got 18 days. So if I completely forget to set up my skill queue, I've got plenty of days that I can just let it run, and those are two skills that long term are helpful. Do I want to do those right now as an alpha? Probably not, but I won't be losing those skill points. I won't be accidentally letting this run empty. Most likely, what I'll end up doing is come Sunday, when I'm less busy, um, I will come back to look at the skill queue. I'll have all my exploration skills up and running, and then I'll take a quick look at my navigation skills, maybe a few other little ones that might be helpful. Like I'm a Galente character, so I'll probably do Galente frigate, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's do that right now, because that will always be helpful when you're doing scanning. So let's go spaceship command. But Sunday, I'll take a last look at these skills, and then I'll probably just, once I finish them off, let them sit. Let's see here, Galente frigate. That should be up the top here. I passed it. There we go. We're going to go level 1. And this will just help my roll bonuses. Come on. 2. Let's get number. Come on. That's why I want a new computer. Perfect. Okay. Oh man, I just had this fear that I forgot to turn the microphone on. Didn't. Should be running. Okay. So, got that here. Second thing I want to go ahead and do is I want to find the career missions. Agents and missions, career agents, and we're going to set our destination here. We're going to fly on over. This isn't going to be a very long video today. Just going to fly to where I need to go. I'm not going to put you guys through watching me do the career missions. What I will say is, um, if you're the beauty of, and they probably have set this up on purpose, um, creating a exploration alt on the side can be very lucrative because you can have it transport things back and forth. Um, Future wise, a lot of bonuses as far as having it already set up with certain things. Um, and you can just set it and forget it. And then whenever you're just a little bit bored one day, maybe you just want to do some scanning and not bother with the rest of the world. I am a huge proponent of scanning. Um, Now, one thing I'll probably end up doing with any videos that I do with it is just having fun. Um, Showing how I get in and out of wormholes. I have a lot to learn about living in a wormhole. So I'll probably be doing some research on that. Um, but what I'd like to do is just probably this weekend, once I get my scanning abilities up, get this character out into a wormhole and just let it sit. And what I'll end up doing is, whenever I'm a little bit bored, I'll pull up, maybe I'll make a video of it. I'll just do an active gameplay of me being inside wormholes, and each type of wormhole is going to be different depending on the levels. And as I learn more about it, I can do a video about that. So, um, so that's kind of funny. I noticed that the light is actually hitting the side of my face. It looks like I'm like the Phantom of the Opera here. Um, but that said, oh yeah, I forgot to turn the light on in here. The other really nice thing about um, the exploration character or creating it is the fact that the career missions aren't 10 of them. There's only 5. And I've literally gotten, back in the day when I used to do all the career missions all the time, you can do it super quick. Um, uh, you have to do the first mission first, obviously, but then you can scan down both the data and the relic sites right off the bat, and then even the gas sites once you get it up and running. And it ends up giving you a frigate, a scanner, and the uh, uh, the probes and civilian relic and data um, analyzers. But you can very easily just swap those out. But it will set you up pretty nicely to just get into some decent gameplay, which makes me very happy. Um, We're going to go ahead and dock up here. So that's about all I've got for this one. Just trying to think if there was anything else popping up in the near future. Um, Not that I can think of. This is a pretty short video today. Um, yeah, I'm not going to waste your time. So that's all I got for today. I'll probably do an update on this character in about 2 days, just to tell you where I'm at. Probably go into a wormhole, mess around there. Then I'll get back to my main character. I want to do a refresh on, you guys give me some great comments on the Vexor build that I did. So I want to update that. And then also where I'm going forward with the Returning to Eve side of it. Um, there is a third type of character in alt that I think I want to do, but that will be way down the road, probably not until I go Omega. Um, and then I'll jump into that and do some of that. So other than that, that's all I got for today. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly wherever that you want. I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.